Welcome everybody. After the break, we are going to start the next type of replenishments. We are now seeing a min-max replenishment. Are you able to hear me and see me?
Yeah.
Now we are going for a reorder point. We are going to go for a reorder point replenishment. Min-max is basically for the raw materials, whereas reorder point is basically for the finished goods. This is for the finished goods. We are going to see about how we are going to have the reorder point planning. Here, what happens? The material requirement planning module plays a vital role. It plays a vital role. So, an organization must be MRP planned. An organization must be MRP planned. Then only it will be possible for you to do ROP planning. The reorder point planning. ROP planning can be done only when it is MRP planned. So, this is again a planning subject which will be taken by somebody else who will be teaching this subject to you. So, we will do a minimal amount of reorder point planning. Here, what happens? The forecast is the vital input for planning your FG sub-inventory, the finished good sub-inventory, for which the forecast which will be coming up. The forecast will be given by the marketing department. The marketing department will give a forecast. The marketing department will give a forecast based upon which you will do all the activities. So, we will now see how the forecast is going to be and then how we are going to do this. Since I don't have a board, I am unable to exactly draw the graphs and other things. So anyhow, I will now try to make the best use of it. Okay. Now, change organization. I will now go for 502. I am now working in 502. Go there. Go to planning. Go to forecast. Go to sets. The navigation is planning forecast set. We have to first of all make the forecast for an item. So if you enter in, the system will say this organization is not MRP planned. You cannot access this form. You have tried to use a Oracle MS MRP. They call this as a master scheduling material requirement planning. So if this is an MS MRP, if this is not set, the planning parameters are not set for the current organization, you cannot do the forecast. Okay. So we will now first of all go on and define the planning for 502. Note down the error. Okay. Now we will switch responsibilities. Alt F and then W. W is switch responsibility to manufacturing. M. The manufacturing vision operations is there. This is the responsibility which we are going for. Go there. Go to material planning. Go to setups. Go to parameters. So the responsibility is manufacturing vision operations. You have gone to the navigation, material planning, setup, parameters, entering. go for 502 organization. Now it is saying some parameters. This will be discussed in detail during MRP module. Okay. Now what I do is I just make some changes to this. Okay. This is for 502. Okay. I'm just made a change for the first bucket days from 7 to 6, and then I make a commit. The first horizon must be multiple of first bucket days. It is giving error. So it has to be multiple, say 7. So the second bucket days, let us say make it as 21. Commit. Second horizon is a multiple of second bucket days. Okay, yeah. So you cannot have this as this. 14, this is 56. Okay, so this is not possible. So we will now make it as 28. I think that is possible. Make a commit. Yes, a request has been submitted for creating or rather performing the setups for this organization to be enabled for MSMRP. This organization is now made eligible for MSMRP. Alt VR, Alt I, go on and have a look at it. A concurrent request has been submitted in the background. Okay, just have a look at it. It is now completed. Come out of the screen, come out of this parameters. So material planning setup parameters for 502 is now done. Switch responsibility back to inventory. We have now come back to inventory. Now we go to planning. Go to forecast. Go to sets. It will now ask which organization for which you want to do. It is 502, 502, Dissume. Yeah, the form has opened. We have succeeded in going into the form. Previously, the system told that this form cannot be opened because 502 organization is not MRP planned. Okay, so we have gone to the manufacturing responsibility. We have gone to material planning, setup parameters, and then we have made some parameters. So the parameters have to be set for opening this forecast. Got it? Close this form. Go to items, create, master items. My working organization is 502. It will show its master now. Its master is V1. Okay, item I'm going to create. New item I'm going to create. CH_ROP1. CH_ROP1. It is reorder point planning 1. Okay, I will apply the purchasing template. You are done. My voice is audible, na? Okay. Now everything has been done. Have the habit of giving the list price in the purchasing tabbed region. Purchasing tabbed region. This is the list price. This is the price in which we are going to buy this item. So we have to get this input from the inventory people and then fill it up. Okay. Then afterwards, go to the general planning tab region. Plan this item for reorder point. So we have done the min-max planning. Now the reorder point planning. Remember, min-max was done at sub-inventory level as well as organization level. When we were doing the min-max at organization level, the system is picking up parameters from the item attributes. The parameters of minimum, maximum, minimum order quantity, maximum order quantity, and then FLM. These were picked up from this place. That is the organization attributes after assignment. Whereas the reorder point planning cannot be done at the sub-inventory level. Note it down. The reorder point planning can be done only at the organization level. When you want to replenish a sub-inventory for a reorder point, we can do it only at the organization level. That means what? You cannot have the sub-inventory as a source. We can have only inventory or the suppliers. Normally the suppliers will be the source from where you can pull the material into the sub-inventory or into the system basically. So reorder point is basically for the organization level and not, it cannot be planned at sub-inventory level. Okay, give the levels, whatever you want to give. You can give the supplies now. The supplier as the source. Here the minimum maximum quantity will not work because this is not a min-max planned item. This is a reorder point planned item. So give the source here. That is very important. So in this general planning tab region, this is a general planning tab region, you are giving the inventory planning method as reorder point, and then you are giving the source as supplier. Then go to the lead times. We are going to give the lead times. Now, let us say that we are going to buy this item. Okay, once when the requirement is filled, what happens? The company takes about 1 day time to place the purchase order. And then the supplier is going to take, say, let us say, 1.5 days to manufacture the item. Okay, then afterwards he takes another 1 day to deliver the item into our gate. So these are called the pre-processing, processing and post-processing time. Now we have considered a case of purchasing the item from a supplier. Okay, so the total time taken for procuring this item is 1 plus 1.5 plus 1, that is 3.5 days. So this is called the lead time. Lead time for procurement. This is called the lead time for procurement. Okay, so this is pre-processing plus processing plus post-processing. It has got 3 times. So all the 3 times put together is called the lead time for procurement. In our case, it is 1 plus 1.5 plus 1, which is equal to 3.5, and then the system will approximate it to days. Okay, it is approximated to சொல்லுங்க சார். என்ன சார் சொல்லுங்க. ஆமாம் ஆமாம். ஓகே 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 டுமாரோ ஈவினிங் ஃப்ரம் 6:30 to 9 இல்லையா? ஓகே, நான் பிளான் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் சார். ஓகே ஓகே பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். அதை பார்க்க போகிறேன். நான் ஒரு ஆமாம் ஆமாம், இப்போ நான் அதை போய் பார்க்க போகிறேன். இப்போ தான் இன்னைக்கு கொஞ்சம் நான் 6:30 க்ளோஸ் பண்ண போகிறேன். க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டு நான் கீழே போய் அதை போய் பார்க்க போகிறேன் சார். ரைட், ஓகே சார். அதை பண்ணுறேன். Sorry. So the lead time for procurement is PP plus P plus PP. That is 3.5 days. It is approximated to 4 days. It is getting approximated to 4 days. Okay. So the lead time for procurement is this. So the system will consider 4 days as the procurement time. Okay. Now we have to go and then enter the forecasting during these 4 days. So let us say now I am firing ROP now. Once when I fire ROP, the system will take approximately 4 days to procure this item. And what will be the consumption during these 4 days? The forecast will tell me what will be the consumption during these 4 days. Okay. So in the item attribute level, whenever an item is ROP planned, see to it that you are doing these things. Okay. Apply purchasing. Apply purchasing template. Then afterwards, in this, which one? The general planning, isn't it? One second. In the general planning tab region, you give the okay planning method. Okay. You apply the purchasing template, you give the planning method, okay, then the source as supplier. Remember, you cannot give this as a sub-inventory. Sub-inventory sourcing is not possible. Okay, then you go to the lead times. You go to the lead times. This is the area. You give PP, P and PP. Okay. PP, pre-processing, processing, and post-processing. Okay. PP, P, and PP. So these three things if you give. These are the 4 basic prerequisites on an item attribute for a ROP planned item. Okay. So now the item is fully planned. Commit. Define the item. Committing is going to be defined. Okay. The item is now fully defined. Transaction is complete. Assign it to 502. 502. Commit. Transaction is complete. Okay. 502. It is assigned. Come out of it. Clear? Now the item CH underscore ROP1 is assigned. Now you go to planning. Go to planning. Go to forecast. Go to set. Okay. Now we will now make a forecast set. This will be extensively done in MRP module. Anyhow, we are doing a skeleton part of it. Okay. CH underscore 4. Oh, it is not accepting this many characters. We will now say forecast set 1. CH underscore forecast set 1. You can have different type of buckets on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, or a period basis. I am just keeping it as days. I will now create a forecast below the forecast set. CH underscore 4. Okay, this is also not accepting it, so I will now make it as 4.1. You commit. So one forecast set can have multiple forecasts. Okay, you can have any number of forecasts. Commit. You can even go for the next forecast also. CH underscore 4.2. Likewise, you can have any number of forecasts within a forecast set. Now I go to the first forecast. Go to the forecast items. I will now put my item CH percentage, ROP percentage, give a tab. This item is now planned. Make a commit. So you have these details. Clear? One forecast set can have multiple forecasts, and then every forecast can have multiple items. This is a 3-level hierarchy. Forecast set, forecast, and then items. You go there, click on the details. Click on the details. Now I am going to plan this item for either as a days basis or a week basis or a period basis. Period may be a month basis. Now on a daily basis I am going to make a forecast. Okay, fine. From today onwards. Control L I am giving on the date. I am going to give today's date as the start date, 25th. Okay, I am now going to say the marketing department says that today this much of items will be sold to the end customers. Okay, this much of an item will be sold to the end customers. That is your customers actually. And then it is now giving another forecast for the next day. It is 150, let us say. On 26th of October, it is going to sell 150. This is the forecast made by the marketing department. Come down again. On 27th also, let us say they are making it as 150 as the forecast. On 30th, you can see the system has jumped from 27th to 30th because 28th and 29th are holidays as far as our Workday calendar is concerned. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. 740. Okay. So we are going for the 30th because 28th and 29th have been made as holidays. Okay. So I will now tell you about how to make the 28th and 29th as working days. Okay. This also I will teach you about how to make it in the Workday calendar. Close it. Close it. Okay, best wishes. Okay, fine. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay,
When
fine.
you will meet, please?
I will be free around 9:30. Now we will now see about how this workday calendar is going to be made as working day on those 2 days. That is 28th and 29th also. This also we'll see. We will go there. Go to setups. Go to organization. Go to parameters. You are getting it now? Go to parameters. Now note down the workday calendar. The workday calendar is, this is the workday calendar. It is saying it is holidays on 2 days. Take a copy of it. Close it. Okay, go to calendars. The navigation is setup organization calendars. Go to query mode. Whatever you have copied, you paste it. Control F11, retrieve the data. Go to the dates. Go to this place. This is the problem. 28th and 29th were holidays here on this calendar. Okay, fine. Click on 28th, it will toggle. It will become a working day. Commit. Whenever you make a change, you commit. Go to 29th and then make a commit. Whenever any changes are made on the workday calendar, it has to be followed by a commit. Remember that. Okay. Now we have made 28th and 29th as working days. So after 27th, the system will automatically prompt as 28th and not 30th. Clear? Now, after you make any changes to the workday calendar, you have to build it. Go to tools, build. So tools build is a place where once when you build it, then only the changes will reflect in all the enterprise structures. Click on build. It is now submitting a request. Now the request is now running in the background. Close everything. This is how you are going to change your workday calendars. It is giving you a caution also. If you are not built it, please do it now. It is what it is asking. So we have already given a build command, tools build. Okay, fine, doesn't matter. You can ignore this note. Now again go back to planning. Go back to planning. Go to 4 sets. Planning, forecast. Go to forecast. Go to sets. This is the navigation for the forecast. Planning, forecast and sets is the navigation. You query for our thing. Press F11, CH percentage, forecast set percentage, Control F11. It will retrieve the data. Click on the 4, CH41. Go to the forecast items. You are getting the item. Click on the detail. Now put the date. Control L. 25th is coming. Put the quantity as 100. This is the forecasted quantity. Come down. It will prompt 26th. Now I am putting 150 here. Down arrow. I will now put another 150 here. These are the details given by the marketing department. Arey Bobre, what happened here? It is again going to 30th. I think I might have done on the wrong calendar or the wrong shift, I think. Okay. So if you do it in the correct shift, it will definitely do it properly. Check it up, okay? Make a check on this. I'm not exactly sure. It has to populate your 28th and 29th. We'll see we are all type whether the calendar building is complete or not. Oh, it's still running. Build workday calendar is still running. That is why it has not come. It is still running. Running. I think it must have reached the US by this time. Only when the building is complete, it will be, the changes will be reflecting in all the enterprise structures, in all the organizations. Oh. Anyhow, it will work. If you build it, it will definitely work. Okay, I am now bypassing the dates. I am going for this. It is 200. So I have 4 days, and then I will now have a forecast for 5 days. Okay. So as per our inventory, to procure this item, we need 1 plus 1.5 plus 1. If you see this place, we need 3.5 days approximately. It is approximated to the round figures. So this item will take 4 days to procure. So during which time the system will calculate what will be the consumption pattern. So the consumption pattern is 100 plus 150 plus 150 plus 200. So this will be the consumption pattern during the reorder point planning. So once when ROP is fired, okay, the stock is expected to diminish, oh God, power has gone here. The phones are on, but you cannot see my screen now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Heavy rains here. The power has gone.
And today it's been raining heavily, right?
Yeah. Are you getting this concept of ROP?
Yeah.
Good, yeah. You keep on practicing all the concepts, whatever I am teaching, then only what happens, you will become experts. We are only giving you a very preliminary one.